Welcome to Small Claims Court. Today overseeing the court is Judge Thompson, a witty and no-nonsense judge. Security guard Sally, diligent security guard with a dry sense of humor. Today we have in court Alice Johnson, a middle-aged woman suing her neighbor for repeatedly stealing her garden gnomes. Bob Jenkins, a retiree being sued by Alice for planting a magical tree that causes her gnomes to disappear. Let's see who can win this case.
Good morning, everyone. Let's get started with this peculiar case. We have Alice Johnson suing Bob Jenkins over disappearing garden gnomes. Mrs. Johnson, care to explain?
Thank you, Your Honor. I've been dealing with gnome kidnappers for months. Every time I set up a new gnome in my garden, it vanishes without a trace.
Gnomes vanishing? That's quite an unusual predicament, Mrs. Johnson. Mr. Jenkins, care to enlighten us on your alleged magical tree?
Your Honor, it's a tree unlike any other. Birds sing in harmonious tunes, flowers bloom brighter, and the tree dances in the moonlight. But I swear, I'm not behind the disappearing gnomes.
Your Honor, may I suggest we bring in the detective who specializes in gnome disappearances? We'll crack this case wide open.
That's an intriguing idea. Officer Sally, let's bring in the detective and get to the bottom of this gnome mystery. And remember, folks, no gnome is left behind. Welcome, Detective Sampson. We're eager to hear your insights on the missing gnome case. Can you shed some light on this peculiar mystery?
The gnomes. Well, you see, Your Honor, gnomes are enigmatic creatures with an affinity for interdimensional portals. They possess the ability to teleport to gnome realms filled with cheese fountains and dancing unicorns.
Did he say cheese fountains? Because I want to go there. It's like there is cheese flowing all the time. You know how much I love Cheese Whiz.
Detective Sampson, are you suggesting that the garden gnomes are voluntarily entering these cheese-filled dimensions?
Indeed, Your Honor. The gnomes are drawn to the scent of Gouda and the rhythmic beats of polka music. They frolic in an alternate universe where gnomes reign supreme, forever content in their lactose paradise.
But my gnomes were made of ceramic. They can't frolic or consume dairy?
Mrs. Johnson, the gnome realms transcend the limitations of physical matter. In their cheese-filled utopia, ceramic gnomes transform into sentient beings, attending gnome tea parties and engaging in philosophical discussions about the mysteries of lawn decoration.
That expiates all. My magical tree must have unknowingly opened a portal to the gnome realms, attracting them with its polka-infused sounds.
Detective Sampson, have you been watching too many late-night gnome-themed movies?
Guard Sally, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, especially when it involves gnomes and dairy products.
Detective Sampson, your unconventional theory is duly noted. While we appreciate your creativity, I think we'll have to rely on more practical means to solve this case. Well, that detective needs a lot of therapy. Mr. Jenkins, I'm going to need some proof that your tree doesn't an affinity for garden gnomes. Miss Johnson, did you witness this magical tree in action?
Your Honor, I installed security cameras, hoping to catch the culprit in the act. I've got footage of the tree doing, well, peculiar things.
Let's see that footage.
What? Where did they go?
The gnomes just vanish into thin air.
But I swear, I don't know where they go. My tree is innocent.
Well, after my 3 seconds of careful consideration and a fair share of laughter, I've reached a verdict. This case of the disappearing gnomes, intertwined with cheese-filled dimensions and mystical tree bark, shall be dismissed.
My magical tree can go back to enchanting squirrels and neighborhood cats.
However, let it be known that this case has forever altered the fabric of space and time. The gnome dimensions, once contained, have now intertwined with our own. Let us all be vigilant in our gnome sightings and remember to keep our cheese consumption in check. Case dismissed.
We are coming for your cheese.